Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Crafts Her Way by Devin Seward. And today we are going to do some fun things. But first, we're going to show what we made yesterday. And don't forget, the winner of our drawing was Jessie, Bobby Jess Ben, is what it was. Bobby Jess Ben. And you have won one of our trick or treat bags. And so let me show you what you won, Jess. You won our little Halloween trick-or-treat bag. And there's a sun catcher. There's a little turtle shaker. There's a little bitty anchor in there. And then you have our lucky turtle. And then our little decorated bag. And so thank you, Jessie, for joining and subscribing to our channel. And we will be doing 2 more drawings for the Halloween trick-or-treat bag every Friday. And then after that, we will be hosting a bigger, so we will be doing the turtle. So if I show you a turtle, the one I do every day, then you are to name that turtle. Give me 1 second. Turtle. I'm sorry. We're not doing the turtles. I apologize. We're doing the frogs. So this was the first frog, and a subscriber, Amy Hammond, calls him, and if you can see his little knee, she called him candy corn because he is the candy corn colors. And so therefore, Amy's name will go on a piece of paper with candy corn and it'll go in the bucket. And by that end of October on Halloween, whichever name I draw of the frogs and your name on it, you will win that frog. And so this was the next one we did, and he's teal blue, and he's got a little leg that's white, and a little bit of white everywhere, and blue eyes. And so in the light, he looks blue, but he is teal blue and white with blue eyes. So name that frog. And the next frog is this one. And she has got green toes, light green, dark, and then a mint green toes, plus some green inside. And there's her bottom. And she also has blue eyes, and she's orange. So name that frog. In 1 second. And last but not least, last night we did this one, and she is an orange gold with red toes, orangish red toes, as you can see, and she has gold eyes, and she's got red gold flakes in her. So, orange gold flakes, I'm sorry. So if you would, name this frog, okay? That is the next one to get a new name. And tonight we will mold one more. We'll clean that mold up. It's a little tacky. Got dry on it. But every time you name a frog, I will put your name on your frog and put your frog's name on. And we'll put it in a drawing bucket. And October the 30th, we will draw the winning person who wins a frog. And I'm only doing it one drawing. So everybody name your frog and hope you win it. That would be the way to do it. That'd be the way to win your frog. So, don't forget, name your frogs. Alrighty. There's our mold bag. And then last night we did these and we put the candy hearts in it. Well, they turned out. And it's going to be a couple weeks before I decorate these because I have a really cute idea for them. And they're going to be refrigerator magnets. But I will show you. We will finish those up soon. And so there's 2 of those there. And then we did our little turtle last night. And this is the gold orange. And then his body is gold orange. And then his cap is clear. If you remember, we did the little cap. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to get started. We will make another one of those too. We're going to fill the froggy in, or fill the turtle in. I'll get it right in a minute. All right. Oh, also before I get started, don't forget we are selling our lucky turtles. And the little saying is, the green turtle brings fortune and brings lots of luck. And the Japanese say that if there's a penny in the turtle's mouth, if you put a penny in a turtle's mouth, it will bring you money. So this is the good luck turtle. And we're going to be tacking him onto his sheet. And we're going to be bagging him up for the frog day. Okay? All righty. Now, here we go. So I wanted to take a little more Halloween decor. This has little bitty ghosts in it and little pumpkins. If you can see, there's little ghosts, little pumpkins. And I'm going to use these. And I'm just going to open it. It's still closed. Give me a minute. Grab some. Right here. I'm just going to cut this seal open. Just like that. Just cut around there. And then I can pull that out with my fingers. And we'll throw that away. And let me grab a spoon. I'm going to take my little measuring spoon here I use all the time for certain little things, and we're just going to grab some of them up, and we're going to drop them down in there. Oh, I dropped a little purple thingy. All right. Just a spoonful is all we need. Hold on 1 second. Then I have a little bitty purple. See if I get him up there where you can see him. It's a purple. Let me find you. Purple kitty cat. Kind of hard to see. I'm going to take that little purple kitty cat. I'll put it right on top. Okay? All right. And then what we're going to do is we're going to use our UV resin. It's UV. And we're going to take this here and we're just going to lightly go around. You don't want too much on there. Just kind of want to dab it on there. When it goes down in, and get it the wrong way, then it kind of sticks everything. And we're going to take this little guy here. We're going to set him right on top. You want to get him even there. Let me get him up. There we go. Okay, and then we're just going to put him underneath the light and we're going to let that cure. You keep sliding off. There you go. Okay. Them things are so touchy. Normally I just use some E6000, but for that one we'll just pour that on. And it will dry. All right. And while that is curing, we're going to go ahead and take this one here. Okay. And we'll get the hot glue warmed up for that one, and we'll be right back. Okay. Here we are. Now we're going to take just a little dab and put him on the back of our turtle, and it will peel off. So we're going to take just a tiny dab. Don't need a lot. And just stick him right on top of his little marker. Nope. You're not supposed to put it on your foot, on your fingers, Devin. All right, and so there we go. And he's on there. And I'll clean that up just a little bit. The glue likes to spread down. So anyhow, there we have it. And that's our next giveaway for the turtle. And while we do that, we'll get this cleaned up and we'll be right back and we'll start pouring. Okay. As you can see, I went ahead and mixed my resin and put my colors in the cup, and I went ahead and put these little bitty eyes in there for my frog. I just used the UV frog, the UV resin, and I put my eyeballs in with that, and I cured them so that we can have them turn out to look just like that. Only I used some green eyes. Okay. Now for today, we are going to do blue and white for this frog. The last frog was teal and white. She may look blue on video, but she is teal. So today we're going to use blue and white, which is one of my mama's favorite colors. She loves blue. Speaking of my mom, we're going to be making some coasters today for her table. So, but first and foremost, let's get the frog done. So we're going to stir this resin in. Get that color mixed in there nice and good. Can you see me? There you go. That's the color. It's white, nice and pretty. Drape around your edges and then get the bottom really good. You want to make sure that's mixed in really, really good. Okay. And then we're going to take our blue and we're just going to mix it in real good, nice and slow because they're full. Scrape it off the edges. Just going to stir that in nice and easy. Kind of looks really, really pretty. Can you see that color? I love the blue. I like the effect they bring out in the frogs. Okay. Once that's done, we're just going to pop our sticks out. Okay, lay that one down. Give me that one and clean it off real good. And we're going to wipe it and we'll lay that one down. And we're going to take both cups. Can you see my frog? Oh, give me a second. Let me get some more light into this. There we go. Okay. If my phone don't, I got to get a new stand. So here we go. All right, so I can show you now. We're going to take this color and we're going to just pour in a little bit of white in the bottom. And then we're going to pour some blue. And we're going to pour some white. And we're going to pour some blue. And we're going to pour some white. Okay, and then when we get to the feet, we're going to pour in our blue. And then we're going to pour in a white foot. Oh, we already got a white leg, so we'll pour blue in this one too. I'm trying not to overrun them too much because that way we don't have a whole lot of cleanup. But this one's got blue, so we're going to use white on the back legs. Oh, and she already went blue. So I'm going to put a little white. Let me get this here. I'm going to squeeze that down in there. Just like that and drag it out of our toes. And then we'll add some white in there. There we go. Add some white over the top of this one. Okay. And use the rest of the light to highlight this one. Just a little bit of fill-ins is what it is. You don't want to run them over too much. Okay. And there you have it. Now we're going to gently pick this little guy up without knocking him over. Oh, that happens every time. And we're just going to pour just a tad bit more in there. Kind of want to top him off just a little bit. Don't want to overrun him too much. And there we go. That is our frog. Can you see him? Okay. Give me 1 second. The light, for some reason, is not very bright in here. Maybe that'll help a little bit more. Just get this back up there. Okay. There we are. That's a little bit more. All right. Now, now that the froggy is done, we are going to do this little guy. But first, we're going to take our clean cup, okay, and we're just going to pour a little bit of resin in there. Just a little bit. And we're going to pour it in here. And that is our lid. And we're just going to let that bubble up. Maybe just a drip. Okay. We don't want her to run over. We're going to take her and sit her up there. And then we can take this cup and we can add a little blue. And then we will add a little bit of glitter. See our pretty glitter? We're just using a regular Dollar General blue glitter for now. Put that in there. And we're going to take our cup and we're going to pour some more resin in it. Just, sorry, like that. I apologize. See that glitter on top? Ooh, sparkly, sparkly. Okay. And we're going to take our stick, popsicle stick, and we're going to stir that in there. Really good. I'm just going to twist it, scrape around the edges, get it stirred in there all nice and easy. You don't want to lose it, and you don't want to lose your color. So you want to keep that glitter going. We don't want it to float to the bottom, but if it floats to the bottom of this mold, that's the front of the thing anyway, so that works out great. Okay, we're just going to scrape it. And then we're going to do a little pinch in the front. Oops, you don't want to do that. Not too much. Drip, drip. And do it again. That's the bad thing about pinching the cup, because it drip drips. Okay. And that's really all it takes. I don't bubble it off because I want the backside to be flat, because it is a shaker. So I take my little pieces and just rake them in there. That way there's nothing on there. Oops, got a stringy on that one. I don't know how that got in there. Okay. You just kind of want to clean that off of there. Must have come off my tissue paper, I think it did, off my, I use the wipes to clean everything up. It makes it nice and easy. There we have it. That'll be good enough. There won't be that much cleanup on this little guy. And then you just take him. When he's all done, we're going to sit him back here. Now, what I'm going to do now is dump this right straight into here. Grab my popsicle stick. And I'm going to scrape this all in there. Oh, I'm so glad that didn't fall down in there. Okay. Then we're going to take this one. We're going to pour it straight in. Grab this here and rake around the edges. All right. And then I'm going to add some more of that glitter in there because this is a way bigger cup. We're just going to shake it in there. That way we get this whole thing covered with some pretty glitter. All right. And we're going to add a tad pinch more of blue. And I'm going to stir this up and I'll be right back. All right. Now we're ready. Everything's set. So what we're going to do is give it one more stir. And then we are going to lightly pour them in here. In this little circle. This is a rubber lid, which is like a rubber mold. And I'm hoping that they will peel right out. And if I can get them high enough to just up there. Okay. And then we have two more. So I'll set one over here. I'll do the other little one over there. I'll set the big one over here so you can see it. And I'll set the little one over here. So this is my big mold. And we're just going to pour it in there. Hopefully we got enough in the cup to do them both. Oh, I hope so. Okay. And there's one. And then we'll pour this one. You can kind of see it off to the corner. I don't know why the camera doesn't show me everything, but there we have it. Oh, almost. A couple more drops in this one. Ooh, and she's so close. I think she's not level. Let me move this one back. Nope. Maybe forward. Okay, hold on. We're going to do our little prop here. So we're going to take a popsicle stick and just prop it up underneath this side, just a hair. And there you go, folks. It levels her out. Almost. Let's see. Get it in there just a hair more. There we go. All right, now let's go back and see if we can top this one off just a little bit. That's perfect. Okay. I have this little itty bitty butterfly mold. If you can see her, I'm going to stick her up here. And I'm just going to drop these down in there. Now, to do that, I normally just kind of scrape it down and then put it on my spoon because they're so tiny and it only takes a couple drops here and there. And you don't really want to make too much of a mess out of them because they're so little, they're hard to clean up. So I do make a mess out of them because it's really hard to drop them in there. So I'm going to get me one of them little droppers, the squeeze dropper. And I think that will actually help get the butterflies in there where they need to be. I always make a mess out of them. So, and then I just, when that happens, I just kind of scrape it forward. It is a very messy, messy butterfly. All right, so there you have it. That is those. As you can see them. Okay. And then I got to actually move them. I'm not sure. Maybe I'll move my turtle. She can set up here. Now give me a minute and I'll be right back. Okay. I got those moved over and I got my little pan here, which is next. And I'm going to make a soap tray for my bathroom. And so first, I'm going to pour some resin. And we are using the glaze coat. As you can see, glaze coat. And it's crystal clear. And this dries within 5 hours. So, and this is farm wood, Fama wood. It comes from the Home Depot. And so we're going to pour about 100, about 200. I think I want to do 200. Yeah, 200. And then in the second coat, we're going to pour about 150. But I don't want it to dry real fast, but I want it to dry. So we're going to take it about 350. Yeah, we went over, so we're almost to 4. We're right at 4. Okay. And we're going to stir that up really good. Sorry, I kind of got the table full. I guess I could move it over here so you can kind of see. I'm going to stir that in there really, really good. And if you stir it and stir around your edges real good so that you can get all those bubbles out. Not really going to matter. I got a few of the glitters in there, but I forgot. That'll be fine. They'll hibernate. And then stir it. And we're going to let that sit a minute. And while that sits, we're going to be using the white first. And we're going to pour a little bit in the bottom, and then we're going to add a few shells and whatever else we want to the bottom of it. And then we are going to take, so what we're going to do is we're going to take our UV, okay, and we're going to pour just a real light coat across the bottom. And you just want to kind of get around the edges. I just want it to be enough so that I can level this out. Shake it around, get it up in my edges really good, and all around the bottom. And then I am going to cure that in the light. So we'll stick that under the light. And we will let that cure. And once that is dry, then we can start laying in our little shells, because I don't want them to poke through the bottom. I want them to lay on something. Okay, so we'll give it a few minutes. Pretty much our bottom is going to be blue, but all the rest of it is going to be clear, so you can see all the way through up until the bottom. And this will take a few minutes, so let me get that cured and I'll be right back. Okay, get it straightened out there. Here we are. All right, so what we're going to do, hold on one second. Is I'm going to go ahead and wipe this out. I pop that piece out. I'm going to use it for a project to put over top of my thing, because I'm going to scratch it up so my soap doesn't slide off of this. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to set this down here, okay? And we are going to add just a little bit, not a lot, of glue. Oh, I forgot to pour my, let's see if I can do this without getting the blue in there. Forgot to pour my white. So I need the white. I can get around the blue. There we go. Okay. And I'm going to pour my white in there. That's what I forgot to do. Just like that. May need just a hair more of that. All right. Pour that in my bowl. Get my little thing and scratch it out. Give me 1 second, guys. I apologize. I'll get it right back over there so you can see it, but I wanted to get this color mixed up real quick. Okay. Let me get a little bit more in here. I'm trying to get as much of the white as I can without getting the blue. If I just turn it just a hair, a little dobs of blue here and there, not hurt nothing. Okay, now we got it. Because when I put these shells down in there, Okay. That's that. And then I'm going to mix my blue in, but I have some of this, which is like white glitter. Let me now find something to open it with. My hands are sticky. Okay. And so I'm going to take my little spoon that I used earlier for the glitter, and I'm just going to scoop some. If you can kind of see that spoon, got a little bit of this on there, and it's like snowflakes. It's kind of like angel snowflakes. It's got a little sparkle in it. And I just want to put quite a bit in there with the blue. Because there's a lot in here. There we go. Believe me, I have tons more of this. Actually, I think I will just go ahead and drop it in there. And I'll fill this little thing back up. That way I know she's got plenty. Okay. And so we are going, and that's about a cup. And then I'm just going to stir this in just like that. Get it all around my edges. Really good. Get it down in there because this stuff sticks to the outside wall. Now just stir it in there. Scrape. Stir. You got to keep doing that. You got to make sure you get it all down there. It's just light enough. Colors will not contrast too much. Okay. And you will see a lot of it through. So on this side here, we have our little bitty rubber mold. And so what we're going to do is we're going to get in here and we're going to take a couple of these little birdies, because I tried to do this Friday and they wouldn't fit in there. So I know they'll fit in here, and I'm just going to tip them upside down. And they do float. But they will stay, because this is a bigger tray. And I'm going to put some shells on top of them. All right. So we're going to take our biggest seashell and we're going to lay it back here. I'm going to take this big seashell and lay it up here. Keep it open so you can kind of see them. And I got another big seashell. Get that one in there. Then I'm just going to start placing these little ones straight around in here. Many, many different ones. Some of them even have blue outline on them, which will go really, really good with the blue color. Just place them in there, nice and pretty. Let's see if I can dump some out. Okay, and then just lay them on top. And you want to fill your holes in so it looks good. Now maybe a small one right here. There we go. Okay. Wipe my hands up. Yep. And then we're going to give this another really good stir around the edges. As you can see, all that stuff floats. All right. And it floats to the bottom, which is good because the bottom is down there. Now, once it's all stirred in, I'm just going to rake our spoon off. I'm going to pour it right over the top. You just kind of got to push your shells back down in there. And our little guy here, because he decided he was going to float to the top. Now I can't see to get him down in there. So I am not sure where he's at. Now that's done, we're going to take our spritz bottle, which is just regular old rubbing alcohol, and we're just going to spritz it, getting all those bubbles out. And there you have it. She is ready. All right. And you can do a lot of little things too. You could put flowers in them, little turtles in them. You can put glitter in them. You can put um, little trinkets like this inside of them. You know what I mean? You can put all kinds of things in your little soap trays, and they turn out really, really cute. These coasters are going to get a full decoration tomorrow from all of us together, and we will show our new turtle, and we will show our new frog, and we will name that frog. So remember, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to my channel. And if you did not name the frog, remember, we have the gold one. We have the candy corn, which was named by Amy Hammond, and so that's already her frog. She claimed it. It'll go in a bucket for a drawing on October 30th. And so name the teal green and white one, name the rose gold one, and don't forget orange gold, and don't forget to name this blue one. So we'll show you tomorrow. Don't forget. And that concludes our day. Oh, yeah, one more thing before I go. This will be our next drawing bag. And we have our little ghost with the hat. And inside that one, you have the spider ring, which is the lucky spider. And then you have the green turtle shaker, which if I flip him over, he's got a spider inside him, I believe. And then you have the shell chain. And then you have the butterfly on a keychain. If you can see that, that is the next free gift for the shakers. It's a little sticky now. Anyhow, guys, that drawing will be on Friday. And we're going to get rid of these small ones. And we are going to give away the lucky frog. Or the lucky turtle. Nope, you're right. The lucky frog. I'll get it. Okay, so the lucky frog is next. Don't forget to name your frog. All right? I am tired. So you all have a good night. And thank you for watching my channel. And don't forget to like and subscribe. Also, if you are a subscriber, please go on YouTube and subscribe on YouTube. Because if you did not, then I cannot find you. And so those of you who did not subscribe on YouTube and you subscribed on Facebook from the video, then please go to YouTube channel, look up Crafts Her Way by Devin Seward. Go on there, like it, and subscribe it. And then your name will pop up and I can put you in the drawing. Because those of you who didn't, I cannot see you on my YouTube subscribers. All right? But I do know when you tell me, and I have seen you do it, but I do know that you've done it on Facebook. So you should go on my YouTube. Please like and subscribe on Crafts Her Way by Devin Seward and do it on YouTube. Thank you so much, guys. Have a good night. Bye-bye.